from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
New state accountability ratings are in for Henrico County Public Schools. We'll tell you about them, along with some tips for being prepared for the winter. Coming up on today's Henrico News Minute, it's Friday, December 12th, 2025. We're headed up to a high of 40 degrees today. The News Minute is brought to you today by Virginia Cliff Inn.
And now for the news.
More than half of all Henrico County public schools rank as off track or in need of intensive support, according to the state of Virginia's new accountability system, results of which were released earlier this week. Those are the bottom two performance categories in the new system. The top two categories are distinguished and on track. New rankings are based on school standards of learning scores, as well as improvement in SOL scores, chronic absenteeism, and graduation rates. Across the state, about 65% of schools were ranked as distinguished or on track, but in Henrico, only 44% were. 10 Henrico schools were labeled as distinguished, 20 as on track, 24 as off track, and 14 as being in need of intensive support. 10 of that latter group are eastern Henrico schools. The other 4 are in Northside or the near West End. You'll be able to read much more about these results later this morning on our website from our government and education reporter, Leanna Hardy. You can find that article later at henricocitizen.com. Winter can take a special toll on people's health. And on Wednesday, Henrico County and state experts offered information and resources to help people stay safe during the coldest, snowiest, and darkest season of the year. The county's winter emergency preparedness event at the Eastern Henrico Recreation Center focused on health, safety, savings, and wellness tips, resources, and key contacts. The event was organized by the Henrico Outreach and Engagement Agency. One tip offered by representatives was for people to make an emergency supply kit for the home and the car, as well as a family emergency plan. Our Report for America Community Vitality reporter Dina Weinstein was there and has a full recap of the event and some other tips. You can read her article right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. A Henrico man was sentenced earlier this week to 3 years and 6 months in prison for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Barion Quinto Wright, a 25-year-old, was found in October of last year in Whitcomb Court in the city. A police officer spotted him, and then he fled in the other direction. After seeing the officer during a pursuit, Wright removed a firearm from the pocket of his hoodie and tossed it. The officer returned and recovered the firearm, which was loaded with a round in the chamber and equipped with an extended 24-round magazine. The firearm had been reported lost or missing earlier in the year. Wright, at the time of his arrest, had previously been convicted of possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance, as well as other charges. As a previously convicted felon, he was not allowed to legally possess firearms or ammunition. The 2 18-year-olds have been arrested and charged in connection with a fatal shooting that occurred at a Henrico hotel on December 6th. Kyrie Omari Martin and Khalid Rashad Price, both of Henrico, now face charges of second-degree murder in connection with the incident. It occurred at about 1:35 a.m. in a motel in the 2100 block of Dickens Road in the near West End. 2 females were found with gunshot wounds. A 17-year-old died on the scene. An adult was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And it's Friday once again. That means you can find our weekend top 5 and our restaurant watch today on our website. We'll have 5 great things that are happening around the county today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You'll also take a look at some of the restaurants during their most recent state inspection reports. Hope you make it a great weekend. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by the Virginia Cliff Inn. The Virginia Cliff Inn in Glen Allen is dedicated to creating unique and memorable experiences for every guest. Visit them at 2900 Mountain Road in Glen Allen or contact them at 382-0500 or vacliffinn.com. That's Cliff with an E.